Hello and welcome to Mexico News Network's Breaking News. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Elisa Carballo, and with excellent information for you coming right ahead. Remember, Mexico News Network is your #1 source for reliable and viable information on business and investments in the Americas, stock markets and bonds, and also corporate information all on Mexico. So browse through our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com, our own digital content platform. Now let's begin with today's main headlines. Diageo, the company that owns the brand Tequila Don Julio, will seek to expand its sales abroad, diversifying its presence in Latin America, Europe, and Asia. All of this according to Monica Michel, director of the firm's luxury business unit in Mexico. Tequila is a rising beverage, doubling in fact, and there are in 15 markets available, which are the most important for them, said the executive. However, 1 year ago, today, they were approximately in 30 markets, which shows that they've increased the distribution, and the goal in the future is to reach around 100 markets at a worldwide level. The year 2015, the British company completed the total purchase of Tequila Don Julio to Casa Cuervo. From that transaction, the tequilera grew by 13% in its index of sales at a nationwide level, and now its target is reaching the world. A strategy that in 5 years' time will require an investing of over $400 million to build a new distillery and expand the existing facilities. Now, tequila is one of the iconic drinks of Mexico, and just like champagne, it has a designation of origin, being only produced in the states of Jalisco, Guanajuato, Michoacán, Nayarit, Tamaulipas. In order for it to be distilled, tequila must actually have at least 51% of blue agave. However, one needn't be in Jalisco to take great and delicious tequila, because in the Riviera Maya, there are bars like Mezcalito or La Cantina Bar, located both within El Dorado Seaside Suites, where you can try some of the best brands of tequila. In addition, it has 16 different infusions of tequila, cocktails made with tequila, and virgin cocktails. In more news, Mexico's Ministry of Tourism has triggered the touristic and economic development of certain towns in the nation under the Pueblos Mágicos, which is the Magic Towns program, a designation given to those places with magical destinations that preserve symbolic features, history, legends, transcendental facts, charm, and very important cultural value. Now, this concept is taking steps further by turning Tequila, Jalisco, into the very first smart magic town in Mexico, thanks to the incorporation of technology, all of this in favor of the development of the destination. This shall be carried out fully thanks to the important investment in big data, traceability, mobility, and connectivity. Step 1 was the establishment of an alliance with the National Geographic Society and Mundo Cuervo in order to create a geotouristic platform that gathers and distributes information about the destination, including interactive maps, as well as options for accommodations, gastronomy, culture, points of interest, and adventure. Within the platform, the users can create their very own travel route and take the tour that fits best with their preferences through the 8 municipalities that make up the Tequila route. The idea is for this tool that users can also share their experiences with other travelers, and that is taken as a leading point for other destinations in Mexico. Now, this project proves that traditional and modern can go hand in hand by creating a platform that is accessible to practically everyone, from a computer or a mobile device. The beautiful tradition of a magic town can now be maintained through technology. In more information, Ford Motor Company plans to build a new auto plant in Mexico. All of this in order to increase their production in the country. The new Ford assembly facilities will actually be built in San Luis Potosí, and the company also plans to expand the plant found near Mexico City. According to the Wall Street Journal, the factory based in Dearborn, Michigan will add 500,000 units to its annual capacity in Mexico for the year 2018. This represents more than twice of the 2014 production. Mexico currently represents 14% of Ford's production in North America and the 5th of the U.S. vehicle production companies in the same region. Now, Ford's decision shows that Mexico has become a very attractive place for automotive OEMs, which are original equipment manufacturer. At a worldwide level, this is due to the low production costs. Ford is also planning to manufacture in Mexico a new hybrid model in order to focus on the U.S. in the creation of vans, trucks, and sport utility vehicles, which provide a greater margin. The U.S. company announced an investment in Mexico of $2.5 billion for the expansion of its plant in the state of Chihuahua and the construction of a transmission plant in Guanajuato. In more information, in Mexico there are countless members of young entrepreneurs who have good ideas but don't always find the resources to carry out those great ideas. Companies such as Angel Ventures Mexico have emerged in order to bring a solution to this issue. Its main purpose is facilitating the financing of small and medium enterprises in Mexico, all of this through private investment. Their services are focused on assisting both employers and investors to achieve higher productivity and profitability in their businesses and investments. In addition, they mean to guide them to take advantage of the market opportunities in order to achieve optimal and sustained growth. Now, the company was founded by a group of people seeking to support young entrepreneurs. One of the founders is Hernan Fernandez, Masters of Business Administration from the MIT Sloan School of Management and a law degree from the ITAM. He decided to join in a small group of analysts and set up an office in Mexico City in order to find new ideas that can make their country a much better place. Currently, AVM's fund, which is approximately of $20 million, is actively investing in technology, health, agribusiness, and retail companies, investing between $100,000 and $2 million per company. The firm also created an incubation program called Archetype, which seeks to detonate a company's potential through the development of a business model in 4 strategic areas. This is the financial, the marketing, operations, and legal. Once the project is incubated, they turn it into the AVM investment process. Finally, Angel Ventures Mexico also has several ways to support the ecosystem, and they do that through customized consulting, risk analysis, business plans, organizing events, focusing in both entrepreneurs and investors, among other things. Moving along to Mexico's economic indicators, the Mexican peso versus the US dollar decreased by 0.93%, going to 17.75 on Wednesday, March 9th, from the 17.92 in the previous trading session. Now, consumer prices in Mexico increased by 2.87% year-on-year in February 2016, accelerating from a 2.61% growth in the previous month, while missing market expectations of 2.94%. It was the highest figure ever since June 2015, as higher prices of food and housing continued to push inflation upwards. Now, on a monthly basis, prices went up by 0.44%. Year-on-year prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages rose by 5.35% from the 3.78% in January, hitting its fastest pace ever since April last year, 2015. Cost of housing and utilities increased by 1.63% from the 1.52% in the previous month. In addition, upward pressure came from health, with 4.5% rise, restaurants and hotels with a 4.25% rise, education with a 4.17% rise, furnishing and household equipment with 3.79% increase, and clothing as well as footwear with 3.05% increase. By contrast, cost of communications dropped further by 9.20%. Now, on a monthly basis, consumer prices went up by 0.44%, following a 0.38% growth in the previous month. This was boosted by higher prices of clothing and footwear, which went up by 1.27%, food by 1.01%, and housing by 0.24%, while in the meantime, cost of communications went down by 0.29% and transportation decreased also by 0.07%, held back growth. The core index, which actually strips out some volatile food and energy prices, rose 0.44% on the month, bringing the annual rate to 2.66% from the 0.38% and 2.64% respectively in the month of January 2016. Thank you so much for watching us. You were watching Breaking News by Mexico News Network. Sadly, this was all for today. I am your host, Elisa Carballo, and don't forget, follow us on social networks, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and browse through our website on www.mexiconewsnetwork.com for more positive and reliable information all on Mexico. We'll see you next time.